Razorlight, Golden Touch, on Radio 2. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Alright. We were going to have a quick assessment of the year's events, because it's been a tumultuous year in many ways, Rick. You know, some steps forward. I'm sure you'll agree with the ban on fox hunting.
Absolutely.
Kind of, yeah.
I really can't believe it took to 2005. And then people moaning, we can't go and hunt fox. Oh, why not? You can't go and have a fox ripped to pieces. Oh, what do you want to do instead?
I never understood it, because it was people getting up in arms, and it's a sport for them. It's a game, so it's like you can't play Yahtzee anymore. You've got to play Guess Who. Well, alright.
And all this rubbish about, oh, well, you know, it's what foxes do. Oh, is it? Oh, but why do you like it? You wouldn't want a robot fox, because you want to see blood. My brother-in-law was doing this job, he's a driver, and he went to this sort of really posh school, and he was talking to someone there who, they're into fox hunting and stuff, and he said, I don't agree with, just chatting to us, I don't agree with fox hunting. They went, oh, why, are you a vegetarian? He went, no, I eat meat. They went, you eat meat, but you don't agree with hunting? He went, why, do you eat fox?
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a ridiculous argument.
Are you pleased with that ban, Karl?
What sort of? I don't think, you know, we should sort of any animal, should we?
I totally agree.
And sort of, you know, respect their place and that. I mean, I went on holiday once, right? Went into the sea, right? Was only up to my knees, right? Got stung by a jellyfish, right? Sure. And what I mean is, like, you know, the sea, that's someone else's territory, innit?
Right.
And I could have had a moan.
But
I was like, well, I shouldn't be here.
Whereas if you went home and you were watching telly and a jellyfish came at you...
So what's going on?
You would, wouldn't you? You would say what's going on, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You definitely would. If a jellyfish came out from behind your telly and clamped onto your face, you'd go, Suzanne, what's going on? What's a jellyfish doing? I don't go into the sea. But it's like when they, that bloke that climbed into a polar bear cage and got eaten, and there was a thing about have the polar bear put down. No, don't have the polar bear put down. You took him from the ice caps, popped him in a zoo, right? That's his house now. He didn't want to be there, right? And then someone climbed in. I love it when a matador gets gored to death. I love it, because the bull didn't want to fight.
Happy New Year. But also this year, of course, we've had the gay civil marriages, or the civil ceremonies. I'm not entirely sure yet what this is. Do we loosely call it gay marriage, just for the sake of ease?
No, well, it's just it's officially a civil marriage, isn't it? They're not saying it's a marriage as such, because I don't know if the church acknowledge it or not, I'm not sure. We got enough vicars listening.
They can let us know.
Let us know, yeah.
But I don't know if you read it, I read it in the paper the other day.
But the church is gonna look nice, isn't it? The flowers are gonna look brilliant,
really good,
aren't they?
But I don't know if you read the other day that I was pleased to read that John Inman, Mr. Humphreys from Are You Being Served, has just been involved in his civil ceremony with his long-term partner.
Whoa. John Inman's gay?
Yeah, no, I know, it's stunning, isn't it?
I know, unbelievable. I do like it when, one of those sort of people that are so obviously gay, they come out after like years, like Elton John, comes out and goes, actually, I've got some news, sit down. Mate, just sit down, I've got some news for you. Oh, hello, Alan. Like your new pink tracksuit, by the way. That's what I want to talk to you about. I'm actually gay. And they all have to go, you're joking.
Yeah, they gotta fake it.
No way.
Like when someone knows there's a surprise party for them, they've got to pretend that they, oh my god, I can't believe it. But,
yeah, so what we've had, it is a year of disasters, which is, it does seem worse this year. I don't know, maybe I'm hitting that age where I think there was like, it was nicer before, but it was a year of disasters,
It's been terrible. Well, we've had obviously Hurricane Katrina and the tsunami and the earthquake and things, and it's obviously been terrible, and we don't want you to be flippant about that, but the only time I was praying for a natural disaster of biblical proportions was when I was watching Celebrity Love Island. and it never happened, sadly. And some of the dregs of humanity on that show, I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but Paul Danan is a joy, because he's a mental case, and I say that, I don't know if that's libelous, but, I mean, if anyone's seen the show...
What did you say?
I said he was a mental case.
Yeah, it's pretty libelous, I think, I think he could sue you there.
Okay, well, I'll take that back, but...
Take that back, he's not a mental case.
But he is, I think...
I mean, let's face it, before you, say anyone is stupid or a mental case, do the old binary sort, are they madder and thicker than Karl? If not, I think you know...
And that means I can never accuse anyone of being stupid. but I love it. He was talking about Lady Isabella Harvey, and he went, I love Lady Isabella Harvey, because, the thing is, like, she don't like books, and I don't like books.
Brilliant, they got something in common then.
The idea that something in common is something that they don't do together.
I love the idea that people like us would sit around just praying for a big wind.
Just a big wind.
And the only big wind was from Rebecca Lewis. In the Ghetto by Elvis. That's one of the 10 songs that Karl likes.
Yes.
I mean, I've never met anyone who is, I don't know, so underwhelmed by music and the plethora of
No, I
tunes.
do like it.
But it was saying about when I got my iPod, which I absolutely love, okay, and I was downloading, I said it's got 10,000 songs. He went, "Wasn't need that many for?" He said, "I like a Walkman." He said, "You know, you're going for a walk, listen to that." He said, "How long's the walk? When do you need 10,000 records?" And he was trying to work with the ones he put on, and he got to about 7. And what do you like? You only like songs with a story.
Mainly, a song that, you know, when you pop it on, you go, right, I'm gonna listen to this for however long it is, and you've got to check it all out. You can't just turn it off and fade it off, because you've got to hear how the story ends.
But how many times can you hear the same story? I mean, it's a great tune, but it's not because it's a story, it's because the lyrical content, apart from the story aspect, and the beautiful tune, and the way he sings, and the production.
No, it's not about that.
Otherwise you almost go, bloke, he born on the wrong side of the tracks, tries to nick a car, gets shot. I mean, that's...
Yeah, but think about what you just said, and what I'm saying is, if you get up to, oh, he was born on the wrong side of the tracks or whatever, I'll turn it off now, you'd be going, oh, I wonder what happened to him. So you listen to it all.
What other songs are there, songs with the story?
There's one, Johnny Cash, when he's nicking a car from a factory.
What happens there? I don't remember that song.
He works in a car factory, and every day he's going, right, I'll nick a little bolt, right?
Yeah.
Then he nicks a wing mirror, and I think he nicks like a gear stick and that.
So if you've got 7 songs that you like, I mean, it must be, what's your favourite song of all
But how
time?
could you do that? Because you haven't heard how that ended now, you see. I've just told you there what he was doing.
Because you've probably got it wrong.
I haven't. I know what happens on the
I
end.
assume everything you say is
Alright.
probably wrong.
There you go then, you'll never know, and that will annoy you now. So, other songs I like, Rod Stewart, Killing a Georgie.
Oh yeah, that's your favourite song, isn't it?
That's good.
Because it's, yeah.
What's the story there?
Just about a little gay fella goes to New York, because that's, like, I think it was in the 70s when, like, you know, if you were gay and that, New York was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was like, you know, where they all went and stuff. Had a good life there. His dad didn't, I think his dad kicked him out or something.
No, I'm sure you're thinking of, Small Town Boy by Bronski Beat. I'm sure you're getting all these mixed up just because it's another little gay fella, as you call him.
Anyway, he goes to New York.
He goes to New York.
He's having a wedding time.
Yeah, having a good time in the 70s.
Oh, you're right. His dad said, "How can a son of mine not be straight?" I take it all back. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And he goes to New York and that. They go out late, don't they? They have like late nights out and stuff.
What do you mean?
No, I just mean, you know, gays like to party and that, they know how to live, you know what I mean, they get the most out of life and that. Partying late. He was on his way home.
I'm sorry, that's such a general
Everyone goes out late and parties.
What do you mean they like to go out late?
No, it's just if you go in Soho in London, right, at like 5 in the morning, you think it was like rush hour. It's
But
mental.
you assume
Partying.
anyone who takes a bit of pride in their appearance is gay.
Well, I mean, no, you can look after yourself and that without being a little gay fella, but I'm just saying that's what that song's about.
Can I just say, anyone's offended by this, he means no harm, he doesn't know, he knows not what he says, really. Everything from Carl is totally genuine, he's not having a go, you live and let live, don't you?
He's a bit like Mork from Mork and Mindy.
He hasn't got a prejudicial bone in his body, but go on then.
Yeah, so, and then because he was out late, he was walking back and sort of, it's a bit of a sad ending, he gets attacked and that, but it's a good song if you want a song with a story. Rod Stewart, Killing a Georgie.
Brilliant.
Right? So,
Well, I'm thinking maybe we should get people to just text in, just a few people, if they've got any songs they can recommend to Carl. We may be getting played to him.
Pinball Wizard.
Pinball Wizard Love.
That was a good one. That's about blind fella.
Right.
Deaf, dumb and blind kid.
Oh yeah, deaf, dumb and blind, right? But he loves pinball. I don't know if he knows what he's playing. No, it's just that he's a pinball wizard, but you know, if he's deaf, dumb and blind, does he know what game he's playing?
Sure.
Does he even bother putting money in it? Well, no, forget it. If you